Hurricane Irma came through and left lots of water under the floor. And by the time we got somebody to come out and look at it, several times I had people come out and look, and I said no. I have a girlfriend that said, I have somebody that I think you would like. So she said, it's a friend of mine at church that knows this guy. So I said, fine. And so I met Seth and New Age Contractors. And when talking to them, they said, we can fix it. The crawl space was just mildewed, mold, everything, and water standing underneath.
The first thing I noticed when I walked inside is that certainly there was a sag in the floor, most notable in the bathroom, and then in the hallway just outside the bathroom. And I found that there was almost 1.5 inches of sag. So when I noticed that there was a problem inside the house, I then went into the crawl space, and I noticed almost immediately that it was very wet in the crawl space, and in the area where the worst sag was in the floor, the joists were black and compressed. So they were rotten and crushing to the point where they were no longer functioning as supports for the floor system. We replaced all the joists that had moisture damage to them. We started specifically the ones that were crushing and failing, and then we also ended up replacing all the subfloor in the house because there was moisture damage to the point where it wasn't performing the way it needed to perform either. It had mold growth on it, and there were also pockets of severe deterioration where it was soft and it was almost able to probe through the subfloor into the hardwood flooring above. Well, in the course of replacing all the subfloor, we had to remove all the finished flooring inside the house. We also had to jack up several of the walls inside the house to straighten the floor system back out. We reinforced some of the floor system to keep it from sagging back down to where it was. And then when we put the new moisture-resistant subfloor in, we glued that all to the new joists, replaced the flooring in the kitchen as well. And we had to pull the cabinets out of the kitchen in order to fix the subfloor there as well. So we put the cabinets back in, put the subfloor back.
Great. They're a great bunch of guys. They showed up every morning at work, 7 o'clock, right on the nose usually, and they left at 5. And when they left, they cleaned everything up. There was nothing left messy or anything like that when they left. So it was a great experience with them. Never had anybody work for me like that before. It was just, I felt comfortable with them. The people that I had before, I couldn't trust. And for some reason, this group just connected with me.